Ezekiel chapter 26. And it comes to pass in the 11th year, on the 1st of the month, there has been a word of Yahweh to me, saying, Son of man, because that Tyre has said of Jerusalem, Aha, she has been broken, the doors of the peoples she has turned around to me, I am filled, she has been laid waste. Therefore, thus said Lord Yahweh, Behold, I am against you, O Tyre, and have caused many nations to come up against you, as the sea causes its billows to come up. And they have destroyed the walls of Tyre, and they have broken down her towers, and I have scraped her dust from her, and made for her a clear place of a rock. She is a spreading place of nets in the midst of the sea, for I have spoken, a declaration of Lord Yahweh, and she has been for a spoil to nations. And her daughters who are in the field are slain by sword, and they have known that I am Yahweh. For thus said Lord Yahweh, Behold, I am bringing Nebuchadnezzar, king of Babylon, to Tyre from the north, a king of kings, with horse and with chariot and with horsemen, even an assembly and a numerous people. He slays your daughters in the field by sword, and he has made a fort against you, and has poured out a mound against you, and has raised a buckler against you. And he places a battering ram before him against your walls, and he breaks your towers with his weapons. From the abundance of his horses their dust covers you. From the noise of horsemen and wheel and rider your walls shake in his coming into your gates, as the coming into a city that has been broken up. He treads all your outplaces with the hoofs of his horses. He slays your people by sword, and the pillars of your strength come down to the earth. And they have spoiled your wealth, and they have plundered your merchandise, and they have thrown down your walls, and they break down your desirable houses, and your stones and your wood and your dust they place in the midst of the waters. And I have caused the noise of your songs to cease, and the voice of your harps is heard no more. And I have given you up for a clear place of a rock. You are a spreading place of nets. You are not built up any more. For I, Yahweh, have spoken. A declaration of Yahweh. Thus said Lord Yahweh to Tyre, Do not, from the noise of your fall, in the groaning of the wounded, in the slaying of the slaughter in your midst, the islands shake. And all princes of the sea have come down from off their thrones, and they have turned their robes aside, and strip off their embroidered garments. They put on trembling, they sit on the earth, and they have trembled every moment, and they have been astonished at you, and have lifted up a lamentation for you, and said to you, How you have perished that are inhabited from the seas, the praised city that was strong in the sea, she and her inhabitants, who put their terror on all her inhabitants. Now the islands tremble on the day of your fall. The islands that are in the sea have been troubled at your outgoing. For thus said Lord Yahweh, Am I making you a city dried up, like the cities that have not been inhabited, in bringing up the deep against you? Then the great waters have covered you, and I have caused you to go down with those going down to the pit, to the people of old. And I have caused you to dwell in the lower parts of the earth, in ancient ruins, with those going down to the pit, so that you are not inhabited. And I have given beauty in the land of the living. I make you a terror, and you are not, and you are sought, and are not found any more, for all time. A declaration of Lord Yahweh.